When I was broke, they used to love me, now they hate me.
But now they hate me.
When I was broke, they used to love me, now they hate me.
But now they hate me.
When I was broke, they used to love me, now they hate me. They niggas change me.
This is an A-double-O exclusive.
I done been broke, ain't going back. Michael Dollars getting cake, but you knowing that. Talk about money, I'm blowing it. I ain't showing it, I just been blowing it. I just been stacking my money, they say I act funny. I'm trying to go crazy this summer. Think about the bench truck ride like a Hummer. Straight out the mud, so I'm keeping my humble. I need a plug on the weight, no small shit. That be gon' send it, this at least a
Welcome back, man. Episode 2 of Mic'd Up with Being the Podcast, man. Here today with my boy, the man, the myth, the legend, Demarcus Sharp, man. What's up, man? How you doing today, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. You know, try to, stay positive,
Yeah, man. We here today, man. Took a lot to get here today, but just got a couple questions for you. Let you get up out of here. But how was it growing up being the youngest out of 3?
Man, it was pretty tough. I mean, growing up with my brother, growing up, it was times where he didn't want me hanging with him. It was times, he talked bad, my brother. But I mean, I overcame a lot of it. I mean, my sister was always genuine. She was real, a loving sister. So I mean, it was really, it wasn't that hard growing up. So it was a smooth little childhood growing up, being the youngest.
Bruh, why is your brother so childish? That's probably like the childish person I met.
No, I don't just everybody say he real childish. Just being in the house with him is just like being at a comedy show. He that childish. It's funny. I love him, man. I wouldn't change him for the world.
Bruh, it's like that every day though, cause I was his roommate for 6 months in college. He liked that every single day. This is no exaggeration. Dontaria Sharp is like that every single day, bro. No days off. He'll stay up all night, play the game, just ask you some random stuff before you go to sleep. That's just how he is, man. But,
hold on, I got a couple things. And it's crazy because I love him. It'd be times where how he is. He'll talk about you, get on your case, and it'd be times you hate him, times you love him. But I still, like I said, I wouldn't trade him, man.
Can't trade him,
man, at all.
Can't trade him. But man, how was it growing up in Charleston, hooping wise? Cause it's just it was a lot of greats that came before you. So how was it growing up? What did you see growing up? What did you learn from the OGs from Charleston as far as basketball?
Well, honestly, I'm not it's a select few that really kept me on the right path growing up in Charleston. Delfingo Bogan himself, Jeremy Bowles. I like Richard Ware, Demarcus, the principal here now.
Tough.
Yeah, Coach Former. They all made sure I stayed on the right path. Made sure I was in the gym, at the court, whenever I needed to be, and I maintained that. And just growing up here, it was always we rarely had access to gyms, and it was bad. It was bad for a long time, which you don't know, you ain't know what you gotta do. Go to the court. I mean, a lot of people ain't gonna sacrifice that and go to the court and and really work on their game because. It's always an excuse. This not wood. This not this. This not that.
Yeah,
and that's where I separated myself from a lot of individuals. So. And
it's paying off, man. It's paying off. So yeah, man. So growing up, you hooped outside. So how did you get in the AAU circuit with the SEMO Bulls? So how did that go about?
Actually, my freshman year, my sophomore year, when I was playing in Charleston, Coach Porter, Trey Porter, he was my coach, SEMO Bulls. He actually recruited me, when I was young, but I didn't play. I didn't play until I was, I think, a sophomore, and that's when it really, everything, clicked. And I'm loving this AU stuff, but then push came to shove. I stopped playing, and it wasn't.
Everybody different, though. Yeah. Everybody ain't made for AAU ball, because in my opinion, I feel AAU ball is too touchy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? People really... It's just the All-Star game.
Yeah,
people just
can't
out
really
there to make a highlight. They trying to get on them highlight, them Ballers Life videos and stuff like that. They really not getting after it. So I don't blame you for not playing it. You know what I'm saying?
Most
Everybody path different.
And it was just crazy because AAU, like, you know, just go out there and play in front of a lot of people, you know, do what you do. Like, people ain't holding defense. People not doing a lot of, like, they not doing a lot of stuff. Like, I just wanted to work on my game. I wanted to work on myself, like, focus on what I needed to focus on to be better, to be one of the greats. I want to be a great before it's all said and done. I want to be hung up on my name on them Raptors. That's what I want.
It's coming soon,
Yeah,
too.
that's the goal.
But so what are some of the things you learned from your mom? Because everybody mom important to them. So, like,
Man,
what's some of the
it's
things
like-
you learned from her?
Man, like, hustle. Like, my mom, like, it's crazy. She's a hustler. Like, it's like no matter what, like, she sacrificed so much to just, you know, help us. Like, working 2 jobs, doing a lot of, you know, other stuff we not gonna talk about. But I mean, she was most definitely gotta be quiet about that one. But she most definitely is a hustler. Like, another thing I done learned from moms, man. The hustling was the big one, man. It was a big one.
For sure.
Dang, my Dukes, man.
Yeah, I learned a lot from my mom, too, though. Yeah, my mama taught me not to give up. Like,
Yeah, most
stuff cannot be going in your
Mhm.
direction. Like, she just always
Mhm.
taught me not to give up. Cause
Yup.
you know what I'm saying?
Same, man. And there's plenty of times where, like, I was down about basketball. I come to her, like, I called her, like, even when I was at Mobley, like, stuff wasn't going on at Mobley, like, wasn't going my way. Like, I wanted to play, and I ain't play until, like, the 9th game, or 9th game. I'm like, man, I don't know if am I good enough? It was times I was second guessing myself.
Yeah,
It
that
was-
doubt gonna creep up in your mind for sure.
And, like, my mom was one of the ones that was really in my ear, like, don't give up. Make sure you continue to play, never quit. Like, she really put that in my ear as a young buck. She was, if you start something, finish. Do not quit. Like, so that really was in my head for a long time, still in my head.
So, boom, we coming from AAU, your freshman year of high school. You know what I'm saying? You got the big jersey, big shorts with the hot top, man. So, like, what's a couple things you learned from, like, your freshman year of high school, hooping wise? Like,
Man, like, when I was a freshman, it was crazy because, like, I knew my role. Like, I knew what I had to shoot the ball and play just a little bit of defense because, like, when you play with Dale, you don't really got to do much. It ain't much you got to do. Like, you know, just play a little defense, give them the ball, get in the corner.
yeah.
So, I mean, from freshman year, like, from my freshman year, I mean, just shooting the ball, man. That's all I had to do, just shoot the ball and Delfingo Bogan to take care of the rest.
Yeah, man, that Delfinko Bogan was something else, man. I ain't gonna lie. 'Cause
Man.
When he plays Sykes, it's just
And it was crazy because, like, we were down like 18, so I'm like, I'm so young. I'm just like, man, we lost this game. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was just, yeah, we lost this one. But somehow he didn't turn to Superman and carried us to the promised land.
I didn't understand it. I think I was too young for real. I didn't understand what was taking place
Man,
until a couple years later. Like, I look on Twitter, they said he outscored Sykes by himself.
See?
Third quarter, like, he really sat there and outscored us, like, a
Man.
whole quarter.
Like, I just sat and watched, like, the whole season of my whole freshman year. I hate that I only got 1 year to play with him, but I mean, like, the whole freshman year, I just sat and watched him just destroy everybody. Like, everybody we played, like, it was like probably like 2 games where he scored like under like 20 points. It was only like
Yeah, he
two
was different.
games. He was different.
Yeah, that Bogan kid was different.
Man.
I remember I came back to school one day. They was like, "You see that Bogan kid last night?" I'm like, "How could you not see him? I hope you seen him. If you didn't see him, you missed it." And I got to the advisory. They was like, it was one of the basketball players. They looking at me. They mad. What you mad at me for? Yeah, like I was out there holding him or something. Like, he gave you 40. That ain't no
Most
beat.
definitely, man. And it was so crazy. After the game, it was just like everybody was in me and my brother's face. I'm like, I only scored 6 points. I hit 2 big clutch threes. You know, I had like after the game, it was just so fun because everybody was just, you know, congratulating us. You know, we ain't beat Sykes in a long time, so that's a big achievement when you beat Sykes, you know.
You know that
ain't
hurt
beat him in
me.
a long time, man. I know,
You know that hurt me.
man.
Killed me. I couldn't wait till we seen y'all in the regular season, and we still lost. He ain't even scored that much. Like,
And that's when I had 21 that game, yo.
I couldn't wait. We looking at chops. They in practice going hard. They going hard. They fouling each other hard, knocking each other out the air.
Man.
I'm like, bro, we got them this time. Man, they went there lay the egg again. I'm like, bro, these
Man.
dudes crazy. Dudes crazy, bro. So boom, from freshman year to sophomore year, what was the like? What you think? Which part of the game that you think transitioned the most from freshman year to sophomore year?
Which part of my game? I would say my ball handling. I had to actually handle the ball because like it was me. I actually played with my brother. I got to play with my brother that year. And, like, I mean, I had to take a lot of, weight off his shoulders sometimes when he was, get tired, which I didn't come out the game. Like, it was crazy. I just stayed in the game so much. Like, Coach Foreman had so much trust in me, which, I just had to do something. So I just, handling the ball, because I always knew how to shoot. So I would always work on my shot. So I just mostly say handling the ball and getting stronger.
I feel like if your brother would have had, like, the full 4 years of varsity.
Man.
Because he was tough.
Man, if he would have had the full 4 years of varsity, he would have
tough.
easily had like 1,700 points, like a lot of assists. Like, he was the triple-double king before me, you know?
Facts.
So I learned a lot from him, watching him too. So, like, that what really made me who I am today, him and Dale, for real. Like, just being, like, not just being a one-dimensional player, not just being a scorer. Like, me, I'm score, pass, rebound, defend. It's a lot. Like, Dunn was just like that before me. So I basically say Dunn was me before me.
Yeah, because time be moving fast, man. I woke up one day, he was 6 foot. I ain't gonna lie. I woke up one day, he was 6 foot. He was 6 foot. I didn't know what happened. I thought your mama had some secret stuff at the house. I didn't know what happened. I don't know. You gotta ask her. I don't know.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I came back to the field house one day, he was 6 foot. With a handle and doing all this crazy stuff. So I'm just like, when did you notice when you was growing? Like,
I noticed I was growing from my freshman year to my sophomore year. Like, I knew it was coming because I can feel it. Like, every time, like, at first I could see, like, me and my brother was seeing, like, eye to eye. Like, I'm looking at him, I'm like, dang, we the same height. He like, yeah, you getting tall, boy, you getting tall. Then sophomore season came. Then I had the high top fade, so I'm just standing over him. Oh yeah, we're gonna be good this year. We're gonna be good. So, I mean, yeah.
I don't remember too much about your junior year.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Junior year, it was smooth. I ain't really like junior year, but I know junior year, like when we lost to Saxony, like I knew from that moment forward. Like, I had to work. I had to grind the whole summer. Like, it was like crazy. I was in the gym like every single day. Like, it wasn't a day that I like didn't miss. Like the game against Tyson, the senior year one.
Yeah.
Like, it was that night. Like, I went to sleep at 7 o'clock. I don't never go to sleep at 7 o'clock. I'm staying up all night. You know.
I'm already knowing.
I went to sleep at 7. Woke up focused. Like, it was a different, like, that whole senior year was a different mindset. Like, I wanted everything to be different. I'm sad that we 25-9. We couldn't get the the dub, but
yeah, for sure.
I
feel like your junior year made you though.
Yeah,
I feel
definitely.
like your junior year turned you into that monster that we witnessed senior year, sadly. But yeah, man, that was one of the most iconic performances around here in a CMO conference game, cause like that was crazy.
Man, and what's crazy, I usually don't give people that credit, I try not to. No, I'm just playing, but Dale probably had one of the, like, I think his performance was better than mine, honestly. Like, I was a freshman just viewing that, like, it was, like, crazy. Like, it was sick how he was just scoring at will.
Yeah, I feel like it was two different performances, though.
Man.
Because, like,
well, it was.
It's just like he came out the half, he boat leg, he strutting, and he just looked like he just had about 30 in him. I'm just like, oh man, we in trouble.
Man.
But you, everywhere. I'm talking about, boy, we get a little 6-0 run, you hit a jumper, and then, you know what I'm saying, we catch a little bit more momentum, you get a steal, you go dunk. It was just too much stuff going on that game. I couldn't process.
Like, it was crazy because, like, that game, like, Coach Foreman, he had like, they take them up, sent them to the locker room.
Oh, I forgot.
That moment, I was just like, man. At first, I didn't know what to do, but then I had to just really, like, it was so loud. I'm just like, man, like, we can't lose this game. That's the only thing that was going through my mind. I was just like, we can't lose this game. We're not finna lose this game. So Well, when we go in halftime, Coach Former, he tell me he win the game for us. You know what to do. Like from that moment forward, I can't let him down. I couldn't let him down. I had to win because I know how bad Coach Former wanted to beat Sykes, and I know he wanted to beat Sykes bad. So I mean, after that, it was just Demarcus was like just
Yeah,
go out
what'd
there
he
and
say
play.
to you?
He
Like-
was just Demarcus was just like go play, just go win the game because like I know like if I was an assistant and my head
coach.
got
Yep.
put out the game, I would be a little nervous. I'd be nervous as ever. I know he was a little nervous, but not as nervous because
He
a
won't
great
tell
coach.
us though. He won't
Yeah,
tell
he ain't
us.
gonna tell us, but I know he's a great coach. I know he was a little ready for the moment.
But a lot of people don't know. Before that regular season game, y'all lost in the Seymour Conference to Dexter. One of the worst losses in Charleston history.
It was so crazy because and I'm glad we lost to Dexter because if we would have played Sykes, we would have lost. We would have lost by like 30 points. We weren't ready for Sykes. And I'm glad they snuck them one in and got us up out of there.
Yeah, they woke y'all up.
Yeah, woke us up.
They
That
woke
really-
y'all
that
up.
was- That was a turning point for
I
us.
could tell the way y'all walked in the gym.
Yup.
I just knew. I just knew that y'all want to look at us. Y'all want to shake our hand. Y'all had your headphones and the Apple, the ones that come with your iPhone in the box. They weren't having it. So I'm just like, I don't know what y'all want. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Man, we
I'm
was
not
like
playing.
we were locked in. We was locked in, man. We had to be locked in. No playing. And like I was real like I'm real vocal. So I was telling some of the guys like before the game, like before we even played Sykes, I'm telling the guys like, man, you gotta play different. You gotta bring some stuff out of you that you never knew that was there, like
Yeah.
Trill.
Yeah, your floor
12
general was on
point-
Hall of Fame.
Man.
Your floor general was on Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Flo General Hall of Fame, but he was hitting shots, man.
You had the 12th man looking like a you know what I'm saying, all conference player. That was crazy. Talking about all you had to do was hit your open shots. It was easy money.
Yeah, most
Easy
definitely.
money.
But
But
I ain't- one thing I had to say about the Sykes game, even though Fred was hurt, I don't know how he snuck in that 25 points. I don't know how he did it, man. But I ain't gonna lie, he a great man.
He different.
Fred Thatcher's a
He
great.
different.
That's my boy. He's
So
he's one
after
of the
that
greats.
game, you know what I'm saying, smooth selling. Did y'all win the Seymour Conference that year?
No,
Who won? Who won it? Was it?
that was Sykes.
We won it. Well, you know how y'all do this. Y'all don't won 100 in a row.
Yeah.
You know how y'all
Yeah, we. I
uh,
don't think
bypass
we're gonna never
districts.
lose no districts.
we bypassed districts and what is it? The
Sectionals.
sectionals. Who y'all play? I forgot.
After, hold on.
Cause I know
We
y'all
played
played.
Saxony. We beat Saxony that year.
And then y'all played that big recruit. What was his name? Torrance Watson.
Yep, Torrance Watson. Shout out Torrance Watson. He got him a nice little 52 in, but they lost.
Mr. 50
But they lost.
ball.
Yeah, they lost though.
Mr. 50 ball.
Yeah, they lost. I had 27 and 10 and 10. I had a great game that game. We won though.
Yeah. So that's what quarterfinal. Then semifinal. Y'all played. I
Wait,
forgot.
Hold on. Quarterfinals.
Y'all played.
Wait, sectional. We played.
It's 2 games for
Saxony,
state.
Yup, and then we played
Torrance
Whitfield, and then we played Mountain Grove.
Yep, they were undefeated.
Man, I showed out against
I'm
Mountain
already
Grove.
know it.
Woo.
And
Man.
then after that, Hogan Prep.
Yeah.
Talk about that state game a little bit. Like, talk about leading up to the game, moments before the game. Like, how was you feeling? Was you nervous?
Like moments before the game, like it was crazy because like I ain't gonna lie, like I try not to get nervous. Like I don't really get as nervous because like why get nervous? Like
You know what I'm saying?
ain't no need to get rattled now. This the last game, like you there.
Yeah.
Like before the game, it was trying to like locked in. It was locked in. You know, coach was just telling us like, you know, whatever happens, happens. You know, we
For
live
sure.
with it for the rest of our lives.
For sure.
And it was.
That's one of the few games I was rooting for y'all, though.
Man, and it's crazy because like at half we was up like 15, and I'm looking at Coach Demarcus. I'm like, dang, which I shouldn't have said it. I feel like I shouldn't have said it. I feel like I jinxed us because like we was up 15, and I'm telling Demarcus, I'm like, dang, this how I feel to win a ring. Like I was so ready, and like as soon as we come out at halftime, like the refs just start calling BS, and it was just turning bad. Like it was getting ugly. And Coach Demarcus looked at me like a look that I'll never forget. Just looked at me. I'm like,
It be like that. Learning experience for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. Just gonna finish the job.
Yeah, for sure. Can't never count your eggs in a basket either.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But okay. After state, you go to Mobley. So tell us how the recruiting
And
process
what's so
went.
crazy? Hold on, the recruiting process out of high school, it was so crazy because like I didn't even little do people know I didn't even have any offers. It was Three Rivers or Mobley, and Dale was in my ear. He was go to Mobley. You know, Dale went to Mobley. He go to Mobley. Do not go to Three Rivers. Go to Mobley. They beat Three Rivers every time. Go to Mobley. So me being me listening to Dale, I'm gonna go to Mobley. Went to Mobley. It was weird. It was kind of crazy because like me and the coach, we was you know, we had a great little relationship, but stuff went left and we wasn't seeing eye to eye.
For sure.
And which we had it was great. I mean, we had a great season. Went to Hutch. Couldn't ask for a better season than that, you know.
For sure.
So, but we got into it, and the assistant on Mobley staff, he let me know, text me. He was my coach. The assistant coach contacted me, let me know he getting a job at Kobe, and I ain't had nowhere else to go, so I'm like, I ain't want, which I didn't want to leave, and it's crazy because everybody was telling me like, do not leave, do not never transfer, don't transfer, you're gonna have a bad year. Everybody was telling me that, like everybody, like that what people don't see, you know, the inside stuff. Like everybody was telling me, don't transfer, you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna be this. So I'm for the first time in my life going with my own word, not listening to what nobody else say, just going with what I want to do. So I went to Kobe, and when I say like Kobe was, like it was born. Like Kobe was like Wilson City. Kobe was like Wilson City in the middle of nowhere. I swear, like in the middle of nowhere, and I feel like that would really help me because it was nothing to do. Only thing I could do was just work on my game and get better, work on my craft.
It was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, most definitely. Season approached, and when season came, it was.
No time.
The first 3 games, triple dub.
I know.
The triple dubs, all 3 in a row, and like what's so crazy, as soon as I like got all my triple dubs out the way, like coaches started flowing in, and it was just a dream come true because I'm not used to that. Like calling me at 1 a.m, having to answer the phone. Oh man, I don't know about that. I don't know, like
yeah, cause we usually be on the game by then, so like it was kind of hard, probably like flipping the switch, trying to get back formal, cause like you probably,
definitely.
You know how that be like.
And then like I was telling my brother like everybody that called, like Fresno State, Weber State, like they telling me, oh, Paul George went to this school, Damian Lillard went to. I'm like, at this point, I'm just shocked. Like, dang, I'm this talented to do all this stuff. So, and like in my head, I'm just like, I can get even better schools. Just keep playing. But me being me, I'm a Missouri guy. I love Missouri, so I was waiting. Like I was waiting on Missouri State. I ain't gonna lie, but SEMO, I like the SEMO too. But I'm big on like, you know, I don't want to get caught in the Charleston life, the typical Charleston legends.
Yeah.
Some of them didn't make it. Some of them, you know.
Man, SEMO missed their beat
life.
anyway.
Yeah, most
SEMO
definitely.
missed their beat anyway.
Most
They
definitely.
supposed to recruit a lot of people out of high school. They be missing their beat. SEMO, if y'all watching, y'all need to start recruiting in your own backyard. I'm not trying to tell y'all how to do y'all job, but
most definitely.
there's a lot of talent.
It's a lot of talent in Southeast.
And they miss out on it every year.
Most definitely.
Every year. But yeah, man. So boom, you make the decision in Missouri State. So what was the other choices you had?
The other options. I had Middle Tennessee. I had SEMO, because I was real big on SEMO. I low-key wanted to go to SEMO just because of all the fans around the Boo Hill could have made it to the games and packed the arena. I had SEMO, Missouri State, Fresno State really wanted me.
You said Weber State too, right?
Weber State, and it was one more because I had split like out of in Coastal Carolina. That's what it was.
Yep.
Out of the rest of them that was contacting me, I was just pushing them all
cool
away.
on them.
And then after the 5 schools that I had, I just narrowed it down to who I liked, like, you know.
Yep.
And what's so crazy, it was only Fresno State and it was Fresno State, Missouri State, and Middle Tennessee. Like them was the only schools the head coaches contacted me, which that's big to me. The head coach contacted me, letting me know I'm gonna play. So I'm coming. But what singled Missouri State out from the rest was Coach Dana. He actually drove the 12 hours to come see me. Actually showed me he wanted me, he needed me. So
For sure.
I'm thankful for that. He did that. Him and Coach Gibb, they recruited me, and luckily, hopefully, we can go to the tournament this year and make some stuff happen.
Oh yeah, we rooting for you.
Yeah,
We need
most
that.
definitely.
We need that.
Most
What-
definitely.
I think you'll be the third person from this area to make the tournament
Yup.
if you do. Nah, you'll be the fourth, cause
I thought I'd be the third.
Blake Reynolds made it.
Otto made it too, didn't he?
Yup. Gregory
Fifth.
Tucker. Yup. Gregory Tucker.
Fred.
made it.
Fred went to the tournament.
Yup. He went to the tournament too.
Yep,
Yeah, we got a couple people that made it to the tournament though.
most definitely.
But yeah, man, we're gonna take this break to introduce our sponsorships. First sponsorship is Young Loot Chasers. You can shop on their website at www.younglootchasers.com. I repeat, www.younglootchasers.com. Type in Micah's podcast for a $3 discount on your purchase. The M is capitalized and the P is capitalized. So boom. So we going from Kobe to Missouri State. What's on your mind? What you thinking? First year. What are some of the challenges you face going into Missouri State?
Well, I feel like it's crazy because like when I transferred from Kobe to Missouri State, like I knew the first year was gonna be an adjusting year. Like I had to adjust. Like I had to adjust from. Which in Kobe we had 7-foot bigs, there at the rim, which I was kind of used to it. So I was used to the game, and then like I made it. Like when I made it, I broke my foot. That really turned that was the turning point for me because I was scared to do certain stuff on my foot. I was scared to make certain moves, and I wasn't myself. So I just had to work hard and get back to who I was, and finally, it healed. And by the time my foot healed, it was around like playoff time, like tournament time. So I felt like myself. I haven't had a great year in like 16 and like 7 type
Type year.
Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to average next year.
I hope you average more. I hope you average the double-double.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's the goal, to average the double-double.
But in college, you got to find a balance between when you want to score and when you want to pass, though. So it's
Yeah.
like we think it's easy from a third-person point of view for you to have them averages, but like we don't take into account like the systems y'all have to run.
Man, you got to think about it. Like it's hard.
People is players just like you trying to get to the league. So it's just like there's a lot of stuff we got to start taking into account when like people put that type of pressure on you when they want you to have them crazy numbers, but they don't think about like there's still 11 other people on the team that's trying to you know what I'm saying, have their moment too. For sure.
Like and it's crazy because you can only be you. You can't do. I mean, you can try to do everything, but you can't do everything.
Not at all. So the OVC, you were in the OVC,
MVC.
right? MVC, Missouri Valley Conference. My apologies.
Shout out to the MVC.
My boy Del Finko is from the OVC. I get him confused. So Missouri Valley Conference had a great year last year. But y'all had like
two schools go to the tournament.
Yep. Yeah. One of them was real tough.
Yeah, Loyola was real tough. Shout out Loyola. I can't do nothing but respect.
I don't know who that guy. I forgot what number he was. I think it was 30 something. A buck 50. He had like the short little hair with the funny mustache. You know what I'm talking about? He was like a senior.
Yeah, that's Crutwig.
Yeah.
He was pretty nice. I can't remember where he. I think he went overseas, but he was tough.
Yeah.
He was tough.
He knew the game.
Shout out to Loyola and shout out to Drake for making the tournament. But this year it's
Oh yeah, we got to make it happen.
We got to make it happen. It's not happening. It's not happening if Missouri State ain't there. Missouri State most definitely gonna be there.
For sure. But Missouri State versus Drake. So like, what's going through your head throughout that whole game? It's a semifinals, right?
Yeah.
So that game, y'all get to the conference championship, the punch y'all ticket to the big dance, the NCAA tournament. So like, just tell us a little bit like what's going through your head throughout the game, the last moments to where like I forgot the point guard name, but yeah, he had a layup for game. Something.
Like it was crazy because like at the beginning of the game, it was just a back and forth game of runs, just going back and forth, scoring, you know, and like we get into halftime because like the first and second, well, the first half we was just a lot of back and forth. We get into halftime, that's when it gets serious. We get back on the court, it gets serious, like everybody scoring, everybody, you know. And like it's crazy because me being me, I'm just making sure everybody, you know, everybody's everywhere. I'm making everybody look good. I'm making sure, you know, my teammates getting the ball before they won't, you know, be, you know, nagging and none of that. So then coach tell me you gotta score because like shout out to my boy Isaiah. Like he was whole year he was killing it. Like I mean he just had an off game.
Them happen.
Yeah, he had a little off game, and I had to step up and be the leader that I am and score and take over the game. And look, I'm mad we couldn't, you know, overcome it and get the dub, but we still tried. We still got, like, you know, fought the battle. And
for sure. So the season ends, y'all approaching a new season. So, like, do y'all have any newcomers we should look out for from Missouri State?
Most definitely. My boy Jalen Minner, he our 6'1" combo guard. Nice. He a fifth-year senior. Man, he tough. I ain't gonna lie, he tough.
Yeah.
He tough. I think hopefully I don't know, depending on our coaching staffs, I don't know how it's gonna, you know, be with the lineups and all that stuff. I can't really say much. But man, he's gonna be tough. And we got another wing, a 6'8" wing, Donnie, my boy Donnie Clay. He tough. I'm talking about put it on the floor, shoot, play D, rebound. He gonna be the deal for us. Man, we loaded. I ain't gonna lie.
For sure.
Like we loaded.
For sure. So before we wrap it up, man, do you got any last remarks / advice you want to give to anybody? It ain't gotta be towards any young hoopers, just like anybody from the area, or it could be just anybody.
Man, I do got something to say for like the youth and you know, all the younger kids coming up. Just keep working, you know, keep grinding in the gym, no matter how hard it gets. You know, when adversity hits, just overcome it and just keep grinding, keep working. It's gonna happen eventually. Don't give up. Never give up.
Yeah. So my last remarks, I just want to say, just because, you know what I'm saying, you don't take the typical routes to get out your area, don't mean you don't have a shot. You know what I'm saying? You can explore all types of options. Like, just my advice is just to chase what you love. If you love doing it, just go 110%. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have obstacles. You're going to have people trying to knock you down, things trying to knock you down, people trying to take you off your pivot. You just, you know what I'm saying, you got to keep pushing, stay the course, stay even-heeled. Never get too high, never get too low. Man, I just want to say thank you, bro. We appreciate you. I want to thank Blue Creek Productions, my boy Dustin, Thomas, everybody that played a part into making this episode happen. You're greatly appreciated, and we're gone.
When I was broke, they used to love me, now they hate me. But now they hate me. When I was broke, they used to love me, now they hate me. But now they hate me. When I was broke, they used to love me, now they hate me. They niggas change.
This is an AOO exclusive.
I done been broke, ain't going back. Micah dollars getting cake, but you knowing that. Talk about money, I'm blowing it. I ain't showing it, I just been blowing it. I just been stacking my money, they say I act funny. I'm trying to go crazy this summer. Everybody bench truck ride like a Hummer. Straight out the mud, so I'm keeping my humble. I need a plug on the weight, no small shit. They be gon' send it.